Welcome to IESBA Focus. I'm Dave Johnson here with IESBA Program and Senior Director Ken Siong. Ken, tell us a little bit about the IESBA's new staff-driven model.
Well, thank you, Dave, for having me. And yes, we have what we call now a staff-driven model that we're rolling out and have been rolling out over the course of the year, the past year, which is focused on our staff. And essentially, our standard-setting projects now are being driven by the staff, as opposed to historically the way we've been approaching our standard-setting projects, which has been that we will be constituting task forces comprised of board members primarily, occasionally with technical advisors, but supported by one or two staff members. Whereas now, we've pivoted to a staff-driven model where essentially the working group that's taking a project forward is comprised only of staff members and driven by the staff through the board discussions towards the finalization of a project.
So the question for the people who've been following IESBA for a while, why? Why the change?
Yes, that's a very good question, Dave. This pivot came as a result of the reforms instituted by the monitoring group of regulators back in 2021, around 2021. And the focus there was to really elevate the standard-setting boards, meaning to say IESBA and IESB, and in the case of IESBA, to make the board more strategic, and therefore less into the actual working through the development of the standards. And with a more strategic board, we needed an extended and expanded staff team, but also an enhanced staff team in the sense of having the capabilities to actually run the projects themselves.
So tell us about the staff. I mean, you're a part of it. It's
yes.
What do they bring to the table here that's really beneficial to the model?
Yes. We've been in active recruiting mode over the past 18 months, I would say, precisely to get us to that staff build of really reinforcing our staff team. And we have recruited staff from different parts of the world with different backgrounds, but important experiences. So we've recruited staff at the director level, all the way down to the senior manager level. And they bring to us a range of capabilities, a range of experiences that will be very useful to us. We have, for example, recruited new staff members from a regulatory background. We have staff members who've joined us from a practice perspective. We have staff members who have audit inspection background. So the collective team as a whole has a range of experiences, a range of backgrounds that we can then pull together to form those project teams, as we call them, to take a project forward.
I know we're early on in the process, but have you seen anything exciting, compelling out of the staff-driven model?
I would say yes, Dave, because we went all in already with our staff-driven model. We kicked it off with a pilot test already from January last year with our workstream on collective investment vehicles. And that is looking at what should be relevant auditor independence considerations in relation to audits of these types of entities. Our project team really were very excited to embrace this model. They had felt really that they had the space and the freedom to operate on their own without having to, in effect, be reporting on a quarterly basis to a working group of board members. And our project team of staff members really used that freedom to really engage with a broad range of stakeholders. They undertook a lot of fact-finding, a lot of research, and importantly, a lot of direct engagement with stakeholders. And they brought all of this back to our board. And as a result, my view is that they really felt empowered through that staff-driven model to really take the issues into their own hands, to come up with the proposals, the ideas, the ways to look at the issues, and to bring forward those discussions, those issues to our board for discussion during the plenary sessions.
And the board has embraced the more strategic nature of their role now?
Very much so, Dave. And in fact, the board is really looking to the staff to bring the issues to them as board members. And with that, I would also add that that model gives us a flexibility to tap into individual board members for advice on any aspects of the issues that we're looking at. So we do have a lot of flexibility as to how we operate within that staff-driven model. But the board absolutely has been very strategic in looking at the issues and essentially directing the team and steering the team as to where to go next as a result of each touch point.
That's great. Thanks, Ken. For more information on the staff-driven model or any of the other IESBA projects, visit www.ethicsboard.org.